Definitely Japan in winter, one of the most amazing destinations, and going there for skiing and whatever you want to do there is really remarkable. And of course, welcome back our viewers, and from Kuwait to the frontiers to space, a journey that began with ambition and turned into a national achievement driven by young Kuwaiti talent, which is the KuwaitSat-1 was not just a satellite, it was marked as a step forward, reflecting the country's belief in its youth and their ability to compete in advanced scientific fields, of course, on a global scale. So please, today we will be meeting one of the contributors to this national project to learn more about the experience and the challenges faced and how KuwaitSat-1 became a defining milestone in their scientific and professional journey. So please welcome with us Anfal Allangawi, research assistant in this amazing project. So Anfal, thank you for being with us, and good morning Kuwait, and good morning to you.
Good morning to you as well.
So, on the first question that I wanted to hear about, could you briefly introduce yourself about your career exactly in KuwaitSat-1, and how did you got into this project, and how did you feel about it?
So I'm Anfal Allangawi. I actually graduated from KU with a degree in marine science, and I am part of the KuwaitSat project. I am the applications team leader in the project. Applications
team leader?
Yes.
So definitely there's a lot of things that you are assigned to do on the project. That's actually really remarkable. So what was your first reaction when you knew that you were going to be a part of this national project? It's a big project, by the way. Everyone knows, yeah.
It is a very big project, and I was very surprised to be in, let's say, a leading project in space in Kuwait. And I didn't think that I would get in, especially with my background being marine science. I expected it to be more, let's say, they would like
Earth, staying home,
yes,
maybe.
And also they would like more engineers on the project. But I was very surprised to know that marine science has a place in space. And I was very, very happy to be part of this and get this opportunity.
What do you think is exactly going to be like the connections between the marine science and space? Like maybe if you can give us an example for those who...
So the ocean is very vast, and for you to collect data, it is actually very hard and very time-consuming, dangerous sometimes, and very costly to collect data from the ocean. So having a satellite which gives you a big amount of data from a very far place, you can cover a huge amount of space. So you can get sea surface temperature, you can get the movements of the waves, all from satellite images, as well as the movements of the sand from the coast. So all of these data can be collected from satellites, but if you would have to collect it yourself, it would take a lot of time, a lot of effort. So it's very intertwined for data collection in the marine field.
Well, it's really connected then. And it makes a lot of sense. And you explained it in a really quick term, and thank you for that. So can you explain now, in a simple terms, what is the KuwaitSat-1 project, and why is it considered as a national achievement for Kuwait?
The KuwaitSat-1 project is one of its kind, and the beginning of Kuwait's journey to space. And to be honest, it was Kuwait's first footstep in actual space. To have a satellite that is in space orbiting Earth, and it is a Kuwaiti satellite, that is a huge achievement for Kuwait.
We were all excited actually about
it. Yes. And the KuwaitSat-1 project in itself is actually a capacity building project. So it was put there to create and to build young Kuwaiti professionals in the field of space, knowing that we do not have a dedicated place for them to grow in. And that was the aim of KuwaitSat-1, not only for us to go into space, but to build the youth that will carry that forward.
What are the benefits that you got once you got there? Like, how did you feel? Like, was it good at the start of the project? Because I remember all of us in Kuwait were actually so proud of you guys. And thank you for contributing and raising our country's name.
Thank you.
But I want to know how you feel exactly.
Honestly speaking, I think most people knew about KuwaitSat in a bigger light was when the satellite was launched to space.
Yes.
But being part of the team since 2019, from the beginning, when it was just an idea, it's way different than just being part of the team at the launch, because you were there when it was an idea that you made come true, and you worked on it, and then it's like a baby that you grow up. Then it grows up, and then it goes to school. So basically, going through these steps was very amazing, and I had to learn a lot, especially that I do not have a background in space before that, and learning so much through that journey was amazing. And I think I did achieve the capacity building part of the project, which is amazing, and then seeing it in space and knowing that it's a footstep for Kuwait in space was amazing as well.
It was, and I didn't know that it was actually planned for years ago, even before COVID. I mean, like 2019. Yes. So that's definitely is a big milestone for you guys, and thank you. And of course, now if I want to go to another project that you did, which is being selected to present Kuwait in the United States, is actually a big milestone. So how did this opportunity come about for you?
So the opportunity was presented through KFAS, the Kuwait Foundation for the Advancement of Sciences.
Yes.
And there was a project, or like a program called Inspire program, that you can apply to, and then you would go and get an opportunity to work on a satellite mission, an actual satellite mission in the US, in the Laboratory of Space and Atmospheric Physics, or for short, LASP. That is located in University of Colorado in Boulder. So the opportunity was presented through KFAS, and I applied to it because I am interested in the space field. And to be honest, I was very fortunate to be chosen out of 5 other people to go represent the country and work on that satellite mission as well.
You were there with 5 another people with you, right?
Yes, we were a total of 5, and we are the Kuwaiti team. The project, the satellite that we worked on is called KuwaitSat-1, which is an Earth. It's like a data collecting satellite that is not
closer to our satellite, maybe?
That's the thing. The nice thing about it is KuwaitSat-1 was an imaging satellite. So it would take pictures of Earth, and we would use that data to analyze and get information. But KuwaitSat-1 does not have a camera. It has 3 sensors. And these 3 sensors take data from the radiation from the sun. And through these data, we could make some research and find some findings related to the radiation from the sun, and from the satellite to the sun, and from the satellite to Earth as well. So it has different objectives, not just one.
So it wasn't so hard for you to, since you worked on another satellite that has definitely another objective and another goal also. It wasn't hard for you, and I believe that you expanded your experience about the satellites and even about space and your experience, right?
Yes, I think it is, the learning curve is always steep when it comes to space.
Yes.
The thing is, from going from an imaging satellite to a sensor-based satellite, for me that was very interesting. It was a new experience, and having the opportunity to work hands-on on the satellite itself, testing the actual sensors that will go to space, that was a lot of new things for me. It was very interesting. And I would say it's a bit different, but the basics of satellites are the same. The things that make the differences are the payloads, which are the sensors that you put on the satellite itself. But it was a very amazing learning opportunity that I enjoyed so much.
It's definitely going to be fun. So the main objective it was of your trip to United States, what is it kind of exactly? And of your experience, did you gain any there?
Yes, as I said, the main objective of the mission itself was to go work on the KuwaitSat-1. The KuwaitSat-1 is to
be a different satellite. I'm sorry to cut you off. To be a different satellite?
It is a totally different project, yes. So it's an opportunity to work on the KuwaitSat-1. KuwaitSat-1 is a student-led project in the US. It is funded by NASA. So basically there are different groups. It's not just us, the Kuwaitis. There were people from Peru, there were people from Taiwan, people from the US, and then our group, the Kuwaitis.
You were so lucky to go there. My dream is to be there in NASA, by the way.
So it was so much fun to be in LASP and work on the satellite, and then to learn from the other groups as well. It was an amazing opportunity to make friends from the same like-minded people from different countries. It was very interesting.
So working in an international environment, how did it help you exactly, working in other groups, as you mentioned?
I think it was very interesting seeing how other groups operate, because I come from KuwaitSat-1 background, what we did, and I came with that knowledge, and they came with their own knowledge from their projects, and learning and kind of taking and giving each other from like our own experiences was very interesting, especially that they're, as I said, very diverse group, and also like learning about their cultures and how they go about things, and teamwork was very important there. So learning how to work with people from different backgrounds and working as one team was very interesting.
It is. I believe that in about few years from now that we're going to have a very big project, okay, and of course for space in Kuwait, and I believe that only thanks to you, after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you guys who are working in KuwaitSat-1, that you're doing an amazing job. So in the future, do you think that there is going to be any other expanding projects for you, maybe in about the KuwaitSat-1 or like in space? Is there any like new projects?
Of course, and
if you are allowed to say.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Last year, the announcement for the Kuwait National Research Space Research Center was announced for the country, and
Yes.
it is a project that I think a lot of people dreamed of having in Kuwait. I know a lot of people who are interested in space, and they think, what is the future for it? There is no future, but now you can actually see that there is a future for the space field in Kuwait, and hopefully this center will open opportunities and give people the place that they can grow in, learn from, and work on actual space projects in Kuwait. So hopefully there is a bright future for Kuwait in space.
You have a place there, inshallah?
The place hasn't opened yet, it just has been announced, so we will see.
You
inshallah,
think that you're going to be there?
Well,
we need you actually there.
I hope. If there is, if the space opens up, I'll definitely be applying to be part of it.
Well, all the luck for you about that. So, as we're mentioning, the Kuwait Foundation for the Advancement and of Science, I believe that the journey itself, how did it describe and support your opportunities they provided to you about the KuwaitSat-1 and even for your project in the United States?
I think KFAS has always pioneered in giving the support that people need for them to advance in science, literally. And I think without KFAS's funding and support, we wouldn't be in the space field in Kuwait. They supported me through my work with KuwaitSat-1, the LASP trip as well, and also the National Space Research Center is funded by KFAS. So literally, they are pushing us. They ignited the spark for Kuwait to go in space. And
supporting both ways is really amazing.
Yes, and for me to be fortunate enough to be part of these opportunities is amazing. And I always say this, if it wasn't for KFAS, I wouldn't be me right now.
Well, definitely thanks to KFAS, and thanks to you, and thanks to everyone who's contributing to on this project and every project and also every other project on rising our country's name. Thank you guys, everyone, for that, and thank you, Anfal Allangawi, as a research assistant on these amazing projects. Thank you so much for being here and enlightening us on your experience.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. And of course, our viewers now will go on a break, and then we'll be right back, so stay tuned.